Guten Morgen. Climbing equipment and shoes. On some sketchy cliffs. Before we get into this video, I have to say something because during the filming of this video something very significantly happened. So it's gonna be like two parts. The first part was more of like a daily life vlog kind of idea, but it was literally one of the best days I have had in a very long time, and it literally made my day so much better, so I'm super excited about it. Good morning. Starting the day off with some fishing today to catch some dinner. There's some of them. Just catched this bad boy for dinner, and I think I need a second one because it looks pretty small. I forgot to film everything, but we have a second fish. Way easier this time. I have no idea how you prepare fish. Actually, my first time, well, not first time, but second time I catch the fish. And the first time actually preparing it myself. So just the outer kitchen setup: onions, potatoes, kitchen, fish. Okay, so that's what I'm working with. It's not that much, but the fish is small and it's super shitty, so, but I don't know. I hope I can make it taste good. Where should I even begin? Yesterday was a crazy day. I'm gonna change for something dry, and then I'm gonna explain to you what happened yesterday, because that literally could change the entire trajectory of this trip. And I'm super excited about it, but let me change. We have to start like 3 years ago. I found a boat for 300 euros by sheer accident. I didn't plan to buy a boat. And, I bought it together with some friends, like 2 friends, and with one of them I planned to sail the boat actually down to Spain, because I always wanted to move to Spain. Long story short, we restored the boat, we sailed here to Spain, and while we were on our way to Spain, I was actually super shocked because there was so much trash around the beaches, and like we literally came to a bay where I was like, bro, I'm not gonna go into that because it's so dirty here. That kind of made us think, like, is there a way we can help this problem? We can do things about it, but fixing the entire problem will take much more than just one person or 2 persons or even an entire organization. Because that's what we did then. We started an NGO. With that, we wanted to focus on projects with our boat. Long story short, didn't work out really. We did the NGO anyway, because we were determined to do something about it. And it actually worked out for around a year or so. We did some nice projects in Tunisia, Albania, here in Spain. We ended up like spending a lot of money from our own pockets because we figured not a lot of people want to spend money on beaches in Tunisia that they will never visit. I wouldn't say we gave up, but the motivation went definitely down. I couldn't give up. So what I was planning to do, buy this boat here, basically started social media so I could promote our NGO, because I thought I could then use my reach to promote our NGO, because I really believe in the project we were doing. Yesterday, everything changed. We were spending all our own money. There was a little bit money raised through like private people at a project here in Valencia when there was a flooding. We raised some money there, but it wasn't something where we could actually build an entire organization out of it. So we relied a lot of volunteers and partner organizations, and we actually managed to collect with our partner organizations about 50 tons of trash. We wouldn't have been able to do that without our partner organizations and without the help of all the volunteers that were involved. But still, it wasn't enough for us to keep going. Like, We've been working for 2 years. Everyone who ever worked in our organization was working there because they believed in the cause. So I'm super thankful for everyone who was there so far and for everyone that will hopefully join in the future. And that's where we're coming to yesterday's email. I thought it actually would be a scam, but it turned out to not be a scam. I got an email from a company that I was in a meeting like a year ago. They were basically running this program where they raised money for environmental protection organizations. I don't even know if I am allowed to say you how much we are gonna get, but we get a significant amount of money. And I'm like, for our organization, it's literally life-changing. It changed the entire way we can operate, and that is truly something special. And with that, we're gonna come to the next stage. We had this idea with the boat, and as you can see, I'm on a boat right now. So, which brings us to the current situation. I want to go on circumnavigation, and that brings us to where we are right now. I have the boat. It's too hot. Where was I? I have the boat. We had this project called Mission Tide, which involved the boat going around the world doing different projects with different partner organizations, and we estimated it to cost about each year roughly 80,000 euros, which is a lot of money. When we realized we couldn't raise the money for that project, I decided to use all the savings I had to buy this boat and try to build a community. We were using drones and AI software to detect where trash is on the beach. Unfortunately, we can't do that anymore. Over the last couple of years, the world has changed so hard that it is basically impossible for us to continue use this method. That's very unfortunate because we were really making a lot of success with it. So we can maximize the impact, because we realized there are just not enough organizations out there who do these kind of cleanups, so we can actually have an impact. We had a project in Albania, collected roughly 2.5 tons of trash. Each day, the river where we were working on brought in 2 new tons of trash. So the idea was to make other organizations more efficient and develop our own strategy for it. Because of regulations and new laws, it's basically not impossible, but too difficult with the budget we have. The mission not the mission changed, but the plan how we do the mission. This is my private circumnavigation. I'm working as a private person together with the NGO I'm also working at to start those projects. If that sounds complicated, I know, because it is, and it will all make sense at some point, I promise you that. But for now, I'm gonna hit you a little bit with some pictures and videos we did from our previous cleanups from a year ago and so on. That's why I started social media. I wanted to get enough reach so I can finance the circumnavigation, and every cent I will earn from the circumnavigation will go back into our organization, our NGO, to help protect our oceans, to help clean our beaches and give back to the earth, because that was the initial idea behind starting this organization. But what does that mean for a trip, you may ask? Not too much. It's still the same idea. I'm sailing around the world. There are now some other destinations, I would say, where I'm sailing to. Besides that, we're still doing it. We're still going. But for the first kind of significant change, instead of sailing to Greece, I'm now sailing to Tunis, because one of the friends I started this NGO with, he is from Tunis. We have been working together for like 2 years now. We have never met. So I'm super excited to finally meet him, especially now with the boat, because we've been talking about this for so long, and now it's finally happening. So I'm super excited for that. And Freddy, if you're seeing this, I can't wait to finally meet you, bro, because we have some lore together without even meeting. It's so funny. And if you want to see more about it and understand the entire story behind my NGO and how I got to this point, follow, like, subscribe, because I'm gonna drop another video explaining you the entire story behind it, because it's one of the funniest things that you can imagine.